What's up, everybody? Rob Arnold here with another quick riffs guitar lesson where I teach and explain some of my favorite riffs, either from my own projects or from bands that I grew up listening to. Today we are looking at the mighty War Ensemble from Slayer, a song packed with a multitude of awesome techniques, string skipping, power chord voicing, muting, up-down picking, all sorts of cool things that I'm going to explain and show some tips and break down those riffs that will help build up your guitar playing arsenal. Some great stylistic things that I know I learned this song early on in my playing days, and it definitely contributed to my picking technique and my style, and I think it can help yours as well. Check out this song, search it. I know a lot of you know it already, but if you haven't learned it, now is the time to do so. I know it's been a while since you see me here in the Quick Riff series, or even holding a guitar, doing anything guitar related, and that is because, as many of you know, I am moving my studio, my Rob Arnold World studio, from my near downtown location here to my house in my basement. And this basement was completely unfinished before, but during COVID and all this here, I've been finishing my basement, building a new control room for my studio and all that. And the drywall dust at the current stage that we're in right now is absolutely incredible. Little quick update on that. Many of you have been asking, all the drywall is now hung, and for any of you who don't know what I'm talking about here, I have a studio build diary, 3 parts so far. I will link that here for you guys. You can check that out if you haven't seen it. But right now, all the drywall is finally hung. Next is mudding and sanding, then trim, paint, carpet, and the move-in. And of course, I'm documenting the whole thing I go here, so as soon as I have a new video full of content worthy of the next of episode 4, I will certainly share that with you guys. But I mean, we haven't even started sanding and mudding yet, but just the cutting and the hanging of the drywall, there is just a layer of dust on absolutely everything in my house. Even upstairs, it's made its way up there. It's just coating everything. It's crazy. We're constantly dusting, cleaning, vacuuming, sweeping, everything like that. But it is totally unideal guitar playing environment to have my guitars out and be recording and set it all up to do this is just, like I said, not ideal. So I've kind of taken a break from the quick riffs thing and just been focusing on some of the Resurrection documentary stuff that I've been pulling out of the archives as of lately, but I definitely want to get back into the guitar playing stuff as soon as possible. So why am I doing this one here? Well, this quick riffs lesson was one exclusive to my Patreon community for a long time, but it's time to break it out, time to bring it out to the world here, and I'd love for all you guys to see it. And speaking of the Patreon community over there, we just dropped a ton of new awesome guitar tabs, all sorts of stuff from the Chimaira official tab book, tons of other stuff there, just really based around Chimaira and stuff. But if you're interested in that, check out my Patreon campaign. If you're interested in supporting the channel at a greater means, where you can see cool behind the scenes stuff, you can do so at patreon.com/RobArnoldWorld. Back to War Ensemble. Again, this is just a killer one. I'm gonna break it down and explain some cool stuff here, and really what stylistically each riff, like what kind of impact it can have in terms of your playing and building your style. And it's a tough one. It's fast, it's super challenging, but one you can build up to. If it's something that you think you're intimidated by at first, remember, I couldn't play it at first either. Most people can't play it. It's incredible, but you know, you build up to that, and it's an enormous accomplishment once you do, and you will tear it up in the jam space after you learn a song like this. So let's get into it and check out Slayer's War Ensemble. See you after the lesson.
You want war?
Yeah.
You guys in for war? How about some more? War Ensemble.
War Ensemble. Unbelievable. Tough to keep up with that tempo, I gotta say. Man, when I was a kid, I could do that way better when I was more in shape, or at least on tour. When you're in tour shape or, you know, playing shows all the time and stuff like that, way easier to keep up with that. It's brutal. But I challenge you guys. Wanted to talk about War Ensemble today as one of the 5 riffs. We went over Tornado of Souls a couple weeks ago. War Ensemble is the second one I had in mind as riffs that are just absolutely monumental to great picking, muting, technique. I played these Slayer songs a shitload growing up, and definitely had an enormous impact on my style and my playing, and it can for you as well if you haven't tried to tackle these yet. Great picks, great in between picking, the picking of this main riff. Awesome riff. I loved it right away when I heard it. I'll kind of go over these riffs in order. I wanted to show the inspiration for that type of picking and a riff like that definitely influenced this riff. Oops. Left 4 Dead by Chimaira. Without the up-down picking, that's... String skipping with the so we're in drop C for that tune, but back to E flat or D sharp is what Slayer tunes to, at least on the Seasons album here. I haven't checked the other ones in a long time. I don't remember, but I think they pretty much tune to E flat most of the time. Anyways, just great riff. If you're going to learn any of these riffs, learn that one, string skipping, and just don't worry about getting it totally up to speed with the guys. It's almost impossible. I don't know what the BPM is, 215, 220, something like that. Totally crazy. But you can start slow. There's that site Songster, which also has the tab for the songs all over the place, so that's easy to find. But Songster, some of you guys are familiar with that, some of you are not, some of you aren't. SONGSTERR, songster.com. Goes over this, and I guess if you sign up, you can slow the song down and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But just set a metronome at, like, I don't know, 180. All right, so opening riff. This is a cool riff too, because you really got to have the timing down, and it teaches you cool things about stabs. So let's go. So that, like, when I was trying to get the timing for that earlier on, I remember I would just go like this. So I try to get that down, and then you add in those same stabs. Once you get that down, then you add in the 1. That's 3. Oh, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So that's that riff. Next riff, super awesome. Also, this riff has a ton of melody in it. Great for learning power chords, for mastering power chords, great for muting. There's mutes in between. The riff has a lot of melody too throughout. Switch to the 5th and 4th string. This time a half step up. You'll see that in the tab. 3, 2, 4, 3, 6, 7. Do the same thing on the 5. Then repeat the lower. And the second time around, then you move everything a half step up. So 4, 3, 5, 4. I'm sorry, just those 2 chords are a half step up, and then again, 7, 6. I hope I said 7, 6 on the lower one. Half step up, same, 7, 6. Then into this riff. Such a good riff because you have to keep it barred too. So I'm barring the whole thing there. I was taught early on too to learn to bar chords. Being able to have each note in your bar ring true. If I was unclean here, you'll hear that. Where's my clean? That's tough to do. One finger to bar all 6 strings and have them nice and clean. That's something I worked a lot on growing up, and makes it so I can hit chords super nice. You want all your notes to ring through in all those chords. You can't have any within your chords. Anyways, so we're staying on 3. 6, 5. So we're moving down chromatically. Just a cool picking pattern, or just little chromatic riff as it is. Then you add in it takes it to the next level. There it is, War Ensemble, one of my favorite riffs. Help build my style. Get with it, jam it out. Happy riffing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace. Thanks for everything. See you next time. War Ensemble. Crazy one, right? Hope you guys can dig that. Watch it a few times if you need to. That's what it's here for. It lives on YouTube now so that you guys can check it out as much as you need to. But I totally recommend you dedicate some time to it. If you haven't checked out the prior episodes in the Quick Riff series, they're there for you too. Episodes 1 through 9. The last one was Tornado of Souls from Megadeth. Another great, just melodic finger exercise type riff from that one that we looked at. And then 1 through 8, I believe are all Chimaira riffs, Chimaira songs. Cool stuff in there. I think you should check that out. You made it this far into the video, totally appreciate it. Boom to everybody out there. Thank you guys for your subscription, for your likes, for sharing the videos, everything like that. It really, really means a lot to me. If you haven't checked out my guitar DVD yet, you can do that at robarnoldworld.com/store. It's packed with riffs, tips, tricks, soloing techniques, songwriting techniques, all the good stuff. Only got a few of them left, shipping them worldwide, autographed if you're interested. Finally, if you are a Kemper player, I have a Kemper profile pack through tonecrate.com with all the classic Chimaira tones, my elite tones, just cool stuff there. Again, the Kemper is kind of an exclusive thing, but if you own one and you want those classic Chimaira tones, check out tonecrate.com. Thank you once again to everybody for watching, all my Patreon supporters, everybody who subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back for another one pretty soon. Cheers. See ya.